Tell me, Carl, do you have a pool?
Yeah,
Is it a nice pool?
of course.
Do you clean it?
Absolutely not. I'm just kidding, kiddo. Actually, sometimes I do take out the floaties myself.
Of course. Follow up, Carl, considering that you make 200 times the amount of the average Cineplex worker, how much of your donated time do you claim? For example, if someone were to pay you for the charitable donation of time, how much would you say it would be worth?
What Katie is really getting at is how much time did you and your team at Cable Guys, you and your boys, donate to restoring this multiplex and making it something that we all love? It must have been a very significant number.
Yes, actually, it's way up there. Unfortunately, since, I'm the CFO of the company, I can't give you an exact number. I mean, it would be bad for business, but I can tell you the city can't afford us.
Well, we all know that the city can't afford the services that it needs, but back to the question at hand, how much would you say your donation of time is worth?
Well, Katie, I'm sure that Carl doesn't put a number on what his donations are worth. And he's not really in control of the city services. What he is in control of is donating great financial sums to a lot of community organizations. And I've just been informed that you just did that exact thing. And it looks like we have a giant picture of you and a giant check. Right, Carl?
Yes, that's right. We did make a huge donation to the local community center. See, that's what we're all about at Cable Guys. I mean, bringing the public and the local community back together again.
Public? What public? There isn't anything within 6 miles of the community center aside from the Cable Guys Business Park and your neighborhood gated community.
We'll be right back. We're gonna go to break, and when we come back, Carl Gibbons is gonna tell us about his new neon sign for the local multiplex, and then we'll give you the 10 points of the night on Night Points.
We're back in 20.
Fuck, the interview was just about to get someplace.
You are getting on my last nerve, kiddo. And you know what? I'm not sure what direction you're going with this, but you better stick to the script, because I think if you keep this up, you're gonna end up selling AARP pamphlets in Tampa. Can you rein her in? I mean, help me out here. She's not gonna get to talk anymore, is she?
What the fuck are you doing, Katie?
It should be pretty obvious. I'm about one question away from pulling the plug on Cable Guys for good. And I have 3 years of their taxes to prove it.
Who gives a fuck about Cable Guys? You have their taxes. Are you fucking crazy? You got their taxes. This is a mid-market 10 p.m. news slot, okay? We're gonna establish credibility, and then we're gonna go to network, which I'm gonna do, and you're not going to because you're fucking crazy now. Can you talk to her? Like, you're gonna keep letting her do this Michael Moore YouTube conspiracy bullshit, and I'm just supposed to sit there?
Katie, what are you doing? Are you trying to win an Emmy here? Because I got news for you. This is not the time, and you are not the person.
I have 3 years of their taxes here, and I can tell you something. What they've claimed they spent on the community center and what they reported, it does not add up.
Yeah, well, you better put this away and start talking about the new neon marquee, or you can go.
If you put me on air, I'm going to ask my questions.
Well, then you should go, because we got a 30-second delay, so you ain't getting away with squat.
This is what I do, and I do it well. This is why you hired me, Vito.
I also hired you because I thought you had some self-control.
Well, I guess I don't.
All right, we're back in 10.
Yeah, that's great. Am I gonna get twice the pay now
Hey,
that I'm just
Kimmy.
one person?
If you need a job, I've got a pool that could use some cleaning.
She's crossing the path to the underground city. She's looking for answers, looking into the mystery. She's working nights, sleepless, maybe falling in love. Someone's passing her notes, someone's calling her name. Welcome to Katie's Crossing. What is it that they're tossing in the river? Well, it's not my body. I hope it's just
Something about Tina, and I just can't figure it out. said there's something about Tina, and I just can't figure it out. No, I just can't figure it out. Welcome to Katie's Crossing. What is it that they're tossing in the river? Hope it's not my body. I hope it's just anybody.
What has your mother's response been to Caroline Sleeps and your new fame? Is she pro? Is she against like you?
She wants me to take advantage of my fame. She wants me to use it as best I can to improve my life. Mom, I just walked all the way from my country.
Get in here.
What's going on?
People are gonna recognize
Oh,
you.
Mom, nobody's gonna recognize me.
Oh, they love you.
Nobody knows who I am.
They do. And I'm telling you, Katie, the more you run from them, the more they're gonna want you.
Who's gonna want me? Adolescent girls? I don't want adolescent girls to want me. Jeez. So, how was your day?
It was fine. I, trimmed the back of my hair and went to the basement,
Nice.
organized. Thanks.
Yeah.
I really thought you were gonna bring someone with you in the RV since it's been having so many issues.
I've never brought anyone with me before.
Well, I know that you have been very alone in the past, but I thought that something was changing recently.
I mean, I want to be alone.
Well, you don't have to want to be alone. You're a famous writer now, Katie.
I don't want to be famous.
And what are you wearing? You're not gonna get a man that way. And maybe it's my fault because it was just us two in the house growing up, and I always made you fix up the car and do the lawn and take out the
Mom,
trash.
this is
But
fucked up. What are you saying?
you're right. It's not your fault. It's men's fault. I mean, you're beautiful.
I don't want to be beautiful.
Well, you don't want to be beautiful. You don't want to be famous. What do you want, Katie? Oh, that's Jackson. Jackson, he stays over. He's here to interview you for The Great Light, the weekly. It has Midwestern circulation, Katie. Well, just stay put. I don't know, is this okay? I don't know where reporters usually sit.
Sure thing.
Where's Katie? Katie! When your mom heard that you were going to be on this program, she wrote to us and wanted to express her feelings on your newfound fame. And you can't learn from that. It's not like, oh, I see what I did wrong there and I'm going to do it.
Go ahead, just throw that out there. You can't learn from your mistakes. Just ask me that. like that. I mean, I haven't, no. I haven't learned from my mistakes.
Kate.
Hi, Katie. How are you doing?
Hi, Jackson. Actually, I didn't know we were gonna be
We're
doing
so
this.
honored that the Greater Light wants to do a profile on Katie and Catherine.
Well, that's right. Catherine and Katie from Winding Lane. One famous for chili cook-offs, the other now for writing novels.
It's an ebook.
Katie, why don't you tell them about the movie options? Sit down.
Yeah, so we were thinking about maybe turning it into a movie, but now that doesn't really seem like something we're gonna do.
Well, movies, I don't know about that. What I do know is an entire girls' youth bowling league has stopped practicing to read your ebook.
Jackson, do you remember when we went bowling? Wasn't that fun?
Catherine, it was after both of our marriages had ended. I think it was the first time we had laughed in years. Questions for the author. How did you write a book?
Well, actually, it was one of those word templates, and then after a while it was long.
Next question. If Caroline Slumbers makes it to the silver screen, would you insist they rewrite the end where Caroline is the ultimate savior to the world and have her proclaim that it's actually through her Lord and Savior that she finds the words to speak to animals?
It's Caroline Sleeps. Jackson, did you even read it?
I'm sorry, let's have a look here. Catherine, is the Kindle still in the room?
Guys, you don't need to set up this whole interview just for the three of us to hang out. I mean, we could have just had dinner or
Katie, it's not that. It's just.
somewhere else. That...
I'm just looking at the same thing. No, I'm saying the screen hasn't changed. This is about as irritating for me as it is for you. Okay, run me through it one more time. Username. Okay. Still nothing. I'm not sure.
Your door's broken.
Whoa.
Tony, where's the mail?
It's a mail room.
You said you had mail here for me a couple days ago. Where is it?
This is from the last month. Just because the mailroom got relocated to my office doesn't make me the go-to guy for all things
Well,
postal.
you must have seen it. You said you had it here.
What even if they're all letters? They all look the same. Okay, that's my
Thanks, Tony.
Jeez.
Katie,
Yes, I'm Katie. Who are you?
I'm Ari, food scientist. I left you the notes.
I figured that was you. Why so much secrecy?
Listen, I never thought that being a food scientist was going to bring me so much guilt. I thought it was going to be the opposite entirely. I can't do this any longer. I need you to tell them everything. I need you to tell everything.
You're the one who originally brought me the Tina Beef expansion story. You're polluting the river, aren't you?
Yes, but that's beside the fact. We're doing
Aria,
so much more.
Aria, I'm pregnant. Don't tell her, Sonia.
Sonia?
Wait, what? I can't keep doing this. Our child